being broke, the new normal for a lot of individuals. Now, let's sit down today and hear some stories of certain individuals that are in these types of situations, as well as how they got themselves there. If you're also a brokey as well as I am, and you can relate to any of this sort of content, or you just like it for some odd strange reason, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I upload just about every day around here. So, let's continue.
Are we all fighting for our lives financially right now, or is it just me? I have a good degree. I work 3 jobs. I budget the hell out of my money to an annoying, like, obsession. Like, I'm watching every single penny I'm spending because I'm trying to pay off all of my student loans. But, times are tough right now. Like, man, I feel like the more you work, the more you have to pay for. And it's tough out there right now. Like, I think I do well, and then I look at my bank account and I'm like, oh my God. Or I go to the grocery store and I'm like, oh wow, eggs are $10 again. Woohoo.
Not the eggs.
Man, it is tough right now. And sometimes I feel like I'm the only one, because sometimes I'll look and I'll be like,
Oh, trust me, you're not the only one, honey. You guys really check out some of the comments. But for real though, it really is pretty phenomenal how the majority of people I've heard saying that they've been making the most they've ever made, and they feel the poorest they've ever been.
All these people I know are like traveling and buying nice things, and I'm like, wow, how? Is there a secret?
Well, guess what? It's most likely all on credit.
Someone help.
It's the 5th of September and I'm literally out of money for the month. I paid my bills, aka I paid my rent, which leaves me every single month with $600 left over.
$600 the rest of the month after the 5th. So September, I don't know, 30, 31 days. That's like a good 3 weeks. Probably 3.5. That's kind of crazy to be honest, but I think that's a lot of people's that's pretty good for some people's situations. I mean, I don't know how much debt she has. I think she's gonna explain here in a second. Let's listen up.
Next, my car payment. That takes another good chunk. Don't forget car insurance. Oh, also, don't forget, I went to the doctor one time.
Now your health.
$100 finally got posted today. My electric bill. Electric bills have been going up like crazy. Like, my bill used to be $45. It was $93. And then that isn't even me doing food.
Turn the lights off.
And if you know anything about food prices lately, frozen vegetables cost upwards of $1.50 to $2 a bag. Chicken, 2 chicken breasts the other day cost me $8. So yeah, it's the 5th of the month. I literally have basically no money left for the month, and I'm not sure what to do the rest of September. So if you're in the same boat, please comment down below, because I'm genuinely curious. Are we all in our 20s basically broke and have no idea how we're supposed to ever save for a house or have money left over in general every month?
Man, what a wild situation. Seems like a lot of people are kind of opting out to just hopping on OnlyFans or making a TikTok. But soon enough, they'll take all those options away anyway. So good luck out there if you're in crazy amounts of debt like some of these people. It is pretty bizarre, though, to think that, you gotta either ignore your health, you gotta eat less, or you gotta live in a box. You only have a few different options if you want to actually be able to survive out here. You can't have all of them. And so this guy right here says he's 25 years old, broke, unemployed, and a burden to his parents is what he feels like. When will this end? I'm a disappointment. That's how a lot of people in the generation feel. Like this girl right here is going to kind of explain her feeling.
I literally just checked my bank account. I am so broke. And I don't know what I'm doing with my life. And I just paid for more gas.
Only $10.
That's a lot of money.
It's only $10. She said that's a lot of money. In this economy, you can go a long way with $10. Okay, you actually can't go anywhere with $10. But hey, people will be fighting for it like it's the last piece of meat in the Hunger Games. You know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, this is a broke person rant, and apparently Gen Z seems to be the poorest generation because that's the majority of people who make these types of videos. Fair enough, they're really the only people who cry on the internet. Thanks, guys. But let's hear why purple hair has some problems here.
Poor is really expensive. For example, I need a new used car, but I can only afford a car that's about the $2,000 to $3,000 range.
Sounds about right.
I can't really afford anything from a dealership or to get an auto loan. After scrimping and saving and looking at cars for months and months, cars that had all sorts of crap wrong with them, I found one that seemed like okay and seemed like trustworthy people to buy from. I went over to them, checked out the car, gave them my hard-earned money, and then on the way home, I had a blowout. And then after I had a tow truck, a very expensive tow truck, because I can't afford to have AAA, tow me to a repair shop, I get told that 3 out of the 4 tires need to be replaced. And also the wheel well that's holding one of the tires on is messed up and that needs to be fixed. So now this cheap car has cost me an extra $400. And then driving it home from the repair shop, the blinkers go out. Plus a myriad of other problems with this car that I don't know about yet. Money that I don't really have that I'd been saving for months in order to have a car that I thought would be reliable and take me around town. Because I never will be able to afford a new car. And that's just one of many examples on how poor people having to buy lower quality stuff means that they spend more money over time maintaining that shitty stuff or buying more of that shitty stuff than someone who could just buy the nicer thing.
Now, I was never really a car guy, but I don't think you should really probably ever buy a new car unless you can genuinely afford it. Um, but yeah, I guess she kind of has somewhat of a point where, like, if you're already in a low income type of situation, you're stuck to buying the cheaper, more low quality things and items and possessions. So that does kind of go not such a long way versus if you had more income and more, funding to apply to whatever you're trying to get done. But also, I think you can really make some of those cars go a long way. Like I said, I was never a car guy, but I think it's better off buying a cheaper car in the long run anyway. But it seems like Gen Z has just lost all hope. I mean, I feel like every generation, this upcoming few generations are going to have some similar struggles to this, and I feel like every generation that has in the past will complain that they've dealt with similar struggles as well. So let me know in the comments, depending on which generation you're in. Now we're going to go into some of the comments because I always like to reply to you guys. Thanks for all the support around here. It's modern day slavery, plain and simple. The sooner people wake up, the better. We are meant to live free like every other creature. Part of me believes in that, but at the same time, I think there's kind of a strict way. There's like a strict order that they want us to obey in, and maybe there are people out there that are worse than you could ever imagine. So I don't know. It's a weird line that we're tampering on, but that's why there's a bunch of different countries. There's a bunch of different options. Stock, why? So the government can take all that and more in capital gains tax. Yeah, he's kind of just talking crap about taxes because, like, let's be honest, it doesn't matter what you're doing or what you're investing, what you're making money in. The government's gonna take their money. They're gonna swoop up like Debo and run those pockets. And if you like stuff like this, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I upload every single day, so I'll see you next time.